What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another Hasan video. Now, this one is from Hirohi. Go check him out, give him a follow and a subscribe and all of that. He pretty much does content on anything and everything that's in the YouTube sphere, so go give him a follow and all that. Go check out his full video. This one is going to be about Hasan and Valkyrae. Now, I did a video touching up on Tectone's video, pretty much hinting at the possibility of them breaking it off via either because she wanted kids and he didn't, or he wanted kids and she didn't, so they broke it off. Which would explain why Hasan has been extremely more mental than normal. Now, before we fully get into this video, make sure you guys go check out w.gg, the official channel sponsor, and go give them a like, a follow, and all that on all the social medias. They are a zero sugar, non-jittery energy drink supplement company. They have zero crash, multiple different flavors, been around for over 5 years. They help smaller creators, much like myself, with sponsorships. So if you're a small creator, go check out their sponsorship program. You might get lucky. I get a kickback from every single time someone uses my link, so go check out the comment section down below, pinned comment. Go through there, use my code TacticalGaming90, and get 10% off. Now let's get into this and see what has happened with Hasan this time, because I've kind of been letting the videos build up and been kind of focusing on rivals a little bit and trying to relax. It was my birthday the other day, so I just kind of wanted to relax for a little bit. Take basically a weekend.
One of the biggest crash outs that Hasan has had in a while. Bro is literally on his conquest LARP right now. He's all like, no one else on the left understands me. I'm all alone. I'm so lonely.
He hates everybody on the left. He really does. He's said it more than once. Same thing with liberals.
Party. I have no support from the Democrats. I have no support from the broader leftist movement who say I'm a Zionist.
Meeting yesterday with
I just got you
in my district.
My chat. That's it. This bitch
and you
said
yell
my
at them
name
too.
before Candace Owens on the anti-Semitism bill.
Then he eats for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was great. The fact that the United States government put him and Candace Owens on the anti-Semitism bill. Nick Fuentes should be put on there too, but that shit was funny.
Without commentary, we'll skip this part.
And I'm so alone, dude. So much. Please.
I am so alone, dude. Like, bro, you have put yourself in there doing the things that you have done. You gotta accept that.
Dude, I'm gonna end the broadcast right now, I think. If one more dumb fuck in my chat says, please sue, I'm just...
Didn't he not just say, chat, you're the only ones I got, you're the only ones who support me, and look, he's mad at his chat.
It's gonna end it. I'm gonna end it all. I'm gonna end my life, okay, in a video game.
For context, Hasan is upset that Democratic Rep Gottheimer is on CNN and that they're all criticizing him on the broadcast. I'm skipping that because it's like 30 seconds of these people on CNN rambling while Hasan stuffs his face. It's a very off-putting clip, but that's a TLDR of the context.
There's no world in the United States of America where you can pursue litigation of this sort as a public figure. Some of you do not comprehend that, okay? Still annoying to constantly have to be compared to Candace Owens.
Dude. I thought you were just a Twitch streamer.
So frustrating.
You know what, I'll give Hasan that one, though. Being compared to Candace Owens would be horrific.
My parents think you're an anti-Semite. My parents do. Okay, great. Well, maybe you should do a better job of explaining to them that that's not the case.
And why is this guy always derailing his stream to pull up random chatters? Now he's got beef with this random chatter's parents? Like,
yeah.
Dude, just do your
miserable.
Show. Oh my gosh.
Dude is miserable.
Yeah. And yes, I know there are entire Reddits, Discords, and Twitter communities with nothing but my haters who live to have me read their stupid ass comment and like get mad in the...
Bro, if you did not do any of the shit that you've done over the last few years, it's one thing to just dislike the United States government and the way they operate. That's totally fine and understandable. But sit there and wish death and ill upon the American people just because they're American is fucking wrong. Amongst all the other shit that you've done.
Process, I know. I just want what's best for people, man.
No, you don't.
bad to
No,
just
you
like be
don't.
professionally misunderstood all the goddamn time. It's so fucking annoying.
You're a lying sack of shit.
And stop falling for it. You will never understand what it's like.
Oh no, he's pulling up another chatter. Here we go again.
The woe
That's
is
just the
me.
reality. Okay, you're not in this position. I will never be able.
Fucking Hasan. Oh, woe is me. Oh, I make millions of dollars. I live in a multi-million-dollar mansion. I've never starved ever. I've never been homeless ever. I've never had to worry about if I'm ever going to afford this, that, or the other. No. He is sitting there whining because he is getting shit from everybody now because his stuff is out there. And he's pissed at slop tubers, much like myself. And, Asmon's talked about him, Tectone's talked about him, more Pegasus, and the Legendary series has talked about him. It's his fault. If he did not put the content out there, people would not be able to make the content off of him. If he was not an idiot, the content wouldn't be there. It's his fault.
To communicate.
Only
to
one to
you,
blame?
Okay,
You.
it's just virtually impossible. This is an unbelievably sophisticated machine
You're an idiot.
that never stops. It's day in, day out. It's backed by a shit ton of people who have nothing else to live for. And you're over here making it seem like I'm just too weak.
You know, I'd
You
almost feel
are.
bad for the guy if he didn't bring this all upon himself and show no
I don't feel
accountability
bad for him.
that. Like, he's acting confused about why people have this opinion of him, as if
He
he's not
built
the one
that.
who put out so many horrible statements over the years. Then, of course, there's
It's like a contractor who builds a shitty house, right? A house that's crooked, lopsided, the roof isn't on right, there's leaks everywhere, right? And then he goes and asks someone their honest opinion about it. How'd I do? Do you like it? And they go, no, it looks like shit. And then he goes, but I put my heart and soul into it. I did my best. That's basically quite literally the equivalent. A contractor who did a shitty job and then gets upset at the person who he asked and or did a job and was shitty, so someone gave their opinion on it. When you do something, especially in the public sphere, you're going to be criticized. Especially if you're going to be a streamer, and a popular streamer at that, and say some of the shit that you've said, Hasan.
also the whole Kaya stuff, but we've talked about that plenty.
Yeah.
We also have an update
Poor
on
dog.
Valkyrae, Hasan's apparent girlfriend or not. I don't even know what's going on with that. Apparently they broke up or something. Whole thing's
Ooh.
been weird for a long time, but let's start with this. Valkyrae says online hate about her age led to her canceling collabs.
Back to the main
Thing,
point
yes.
that happened this past week. So obviously, it's nothing I never want to admit this, but it really affected me over the years. Like
I bet.
all the hate, all of the, like, oh, you're too old for this. You suck, start a family. It actually did get to me, admittedly.
Boy, that's so sad.
Yeah, it
You're too old to start a family, that's for sure. That's probably what you mean.
fucked me up, even though I don't want it to. It has,
no,
because
it's, again, very
I started
human.
thinking,
It's called biology. Eventually, 90% of the human population hits a certain age and they want to have children. That is almost every human on the planet. There is a small subset of humans who generally don't want to have kids. That's a thing. But there's a very small subset of humans.
like, you're right. What am I doing? And it's like, oh man, like,
You're living your
but this is
best
like
life.
my career. Like I'm
You like
having
this. You have
yeah, I
friends.
like
You're-
this.
First of all, it's kind of funny that Lily Pichu
If that's true, then why are you complaining about it right now, Valkyrae, if you like it and you enjoyed it and all that other kind of like bullshit? You're just lying.
stopped doing the Sweet and Sour podcast with Pokimane, but now she's doing a podcast with Valkyrae. Maybe it's a one episode thing. I don't know, but that is funny. It's like the same person, basically. Real talk, though, this is a great example of toxic positivity, something that we've seen permeates notoriously throughout the AAA gaming industry. That's a bit of a side note. Why is this toxic positivity, though? Because for a moment, Valkyrae actually was considering having some self-reflection. There's actually nothing wrong with her being in her 30s, mid-30s, and thinking, hey, do I want to do this my whole life? Maybe at some point I want to like unwind with this public presence, get a family, have kids.
Well, that's the thing. Sorry, Hirohi, but that's the thing. Biology tells us the difference, though, and tells us the truth. When women hit a specific age, their eggs start drying up at a rapid rate to the point to where the only ones left, if any are left, are the basically the fetal eggs. They're not going to be the best, meaning you're basically running the risk of either sudden infant death syndrome, right? Death in the womb and or birth defects. And then depending on the age of the mother and the health of the mother could lead to complications for the mother. And some why the younger the woman is, meaning between the ages of 18 and like 30 are the prime years of birthing. Okay? So biology tells us this, and we know this. Now, the same concept still applies to men too. Like men's semen does degrade over years. Now, granted, some dudes a little different, much like women. Some women are a little different, but majority of it, basis wise, no. We're all basically the same, and it comes down to once you hit a specific age, it's pretty much done and over with. Not saying she can't get married, but having kids is definitely not going to be in the cards.
There's nothing wrong with her thinking about such a thing. And Valkyrae even says for a moment she was thinking like, oh, those people are right. What am I doing? And again, whether she agrees with them or not, it still shows self-reflection and an interest in
A little too
improving as a
late.
person, as leveling
A
up.
little
But
too late.
Lily Pichu instantly starts giving this toxic positivity like, no, you're just being human. You're living your best life. Not necessarily. You don't know that. Again, there's nothing wrong
Toxic girl
with her
positivity.
considering other options.
Like,
You're living your
but this is
best
like
life.
my career. Like I'm
You
having.
See, I would call that toxic girl positivity. She knows she was doing something wrong like the entire time and probably should have been focusing on other things that would have been more important to build a life, such as husband, family, and a career. Because you can have all that stuff and a career. You can do that as a woman, okay? It's not impossible. So the thing is, she could have had all of that stuff, but she wanted to have fun, and that's what it is, okay? And that's the thing that most of these women aren't going to say is they do what they do because they want to have fun. They enjoy having fun. They will literally screw things over and screw things up just to have fun. That's how a lot of these young women are, especially all these Twitch streamers, because they have all this attention. But then as soon as the attention starts dying down, that's when the self-reflection starts coming in.
This. You have
Yeah, I
friends.
like
You're-
this. And
yeah.
so I realized, especially in the past few years, because I'm 34 now, I've tried to avoid situations where age might become the topic. And so, for example, I was supposed to do a collab with Your Rage, and it was supposed to be an IRL stream, just one-on-one. But I asked, I was like, hey, can we do like a gaming thing with a group? Do it in a group. And so we did Mario Party with Extra Emily and Leslie, and it was really fun. It was awesome. It was fun. I was also supposed to go to the Philippines with Jason the Ween, and it was like a one-on-one thing. And I realized I was like, man, I just like don't want to IRL stream. Like I actually just want to stay home and be comfortable. So I ended up canceling that.
Huh?
And also the scheduling didn't work out anyways. But and then there's this beautiful 19-year-old, just incredible creator. She can sing, gorgeous. Her name is Yana. And we'd been talking for a while about collabing. I didn't want to do an IRL stream, but I also wanted to like plan something that'd be appropriate. And the way I worded it on stream, it came off as if I didn't want to collab with her because she was 19, which is just simply not true.
So for
That's what
context
you
on
said,
this,
though.
Valkyrae was getting criticism
That's exactly
for
what you said.
declining this collab specifically because she phrased
She's all like, well, I want to collab with her, but then I don't because it feels weird because, she's like 19. And she's doing that because she has spent quite a bit of her life sitting there dogging and bad-mouthing men who tend to date 18-year-olds who want to date 18-year-olds, right? She's been calling men and a whole bunch of other people in the streamer sphere pedophiles because they were talking to 18-year-olds. Or they helped end whole careers of streamers and YouTubers because they were 19 talking or dating a 17-year-old. But ironically, in their friend group, they have a female streamer who admitted to sleeping with a 16-year-old. Hypocrisy at its finest, which is why these female Twitch streamers are all retarded. and just e-hoes and looking for attention as they get older because they know it is now waning. Because there's younger and prettier women. And that's why she semi wants to attach herself to that beautiful 19-year-old that she said, because she literally called her a beautiful 19-year-old. She wants to attach herself to her so that she can still somewhat get attention from other people.
The age gap as inappropriate, which people thought was weird phrasing.
Yeah,
but there's
it is.
nothing wrong with someone in their mid-30s not wanting to do an IRL stream
Grown
collab
adult.
with someone who's a decade and a half younger than them.
It's a grown adult talking to and hanging out with another grown adult. Yes, there might be 10 plus years difference between them, but who fucking cares? They're hanging out and playing video games or doing something along those lines.
They are.
Also, both women, so unless, like, Valkyrae is admitting that she has sexual proclivities towards this young lady, none of that needed to be said.
You know, most people, when they go out, they tend to want to be around people that are close to their age group. So there's nothing wrong with that. But now she's saying that's not the problem. So she's been all over the place with this. I don't even know what her stance actually is at this point.
We were planning things. I think that she's so talented. I want to be someone that younger streamers can look up to and that I can help raise up. Oh,
That's
God, I wish.
so weird.
I'm just a poorly spoken person.
Okay.
That's a lot of fucking trauma. And I feel like I'm also too open for my own good, honestly. But yeah. But at the end of the day, I realize I think I've been putting it off so long because I don't want to admit that I had a problem. Like, I didn't want to leave Twitter because I didn't want them to win, like, push me off of it. You know what I mean? Which is really stupid at the end of the day
So you say
because,
you're
like,
addicted
it
to
really
social
is
media?
just a small bubble.
It
And
is a
it's like the
tiny
worst people in the world.
bubble, and their entire thing is to clip farm you
Yeah.
and pokey and etc.
Yeah, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a therapist. I've got one. I'm gonna actually get off Twitter. I need to stop explaining myself, and I'm just gonna freaking show love to the people that deserve it. I know I've said this before. I relapse sometimes, but yeah.
Uh-huh.
This is just sad, man. It's sad because, as we've talked about already, Valkyrae actually is capable of self-reflection, but she constantly diverts away from it. Now she's talking about getting a therapist, and it's like, dude, you already know what the problem is and what changes you need to make. Instead of getting toxic positivity from Lily Pichu and probably from the therapist next, put in the work and make those changes.
Right.
Lastly, if you haven't seen this clip, this is why people are saying that Valkyrae has broke up with Hasan.
I've been crying a lot. But it's more so like not that not I'm okay. It's more so I've been speaking to my I spoke to my ex a lot, and their messages were really sad, and I feel so it's very emotional, very emotional.
Now, see, when this clip came out, she was supposed to be still dating Hasan. So, if she was dating Hasan at this time, why would she be talking to her ex? And then, why would it be sad? Or why would she be sad? Because it's like, oh, I bet he talked about getting married, having kids, and, you know, all the other, like, kind of stuff. How much you want to bet?
Yeah, but you know, it's life is lifing, and it's like, wow, holy crap, I can't believe. Yeah, sorry to hear that. No, it's okay.
You can
It's
see the
just
regret.
um
You can, like, literally see the regret on her face. Like, she's literally just thinking about the amount of time she wasted doing what she's doing, and, like, the amount of, like, chances she probably had to actually have what that friend, or ex, I should say, has now, right? And she's now just reflecting on it and just be like, man, I wasted time.
it just makes me wonder, you know, what life could have been
See?
like if, you know, things were different. It's like it's
And what she means by that is get with the other guy, not Hasan.
sad. It's just life is sad. You know, there's sometimes when, you know, I'm sure you guys
I just can't believe how parasocial so many streamers are. That's really all I got to say about that. Let me know what you guys think about the latest. Thank you for tuning in.
Good video. Make sure you guys go give him a follow and all of that. But yeah, from those little bit of like context and everything, it definitely seems like she and Hasan more than likely did break up. And with the fact of the matter is that she's definitely doing a lot of self-reflection, shows that it more than likely was due to the fact that they weren't gonna get married or have kids, or at least have kids. But at the same time, for her, it's already too late. She's 35 pretty much, so it's all said and done. Still can get married. But hopefully you all enjoyed that. Catch me for my next one. Make sure you guys go check out Hero He. Go check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90. Catch me for my next one, guys. Later.